Hi guys, Luton here. Now what we're going to be looking at today is a set of collections for mods and assets that I've created on Steam. Now as you can see, this is a really large set of collections, and the reason is that I've split it down into specific types of asset and mod. The reason for this is coming from the last playthrough, I found that we were having a huge amount of assets, and often I was thinking, I don't need to have all these, I don't need to manage all these, I don't even want to run all of these. Some of them don't apply to a certain build, some of them just take up extra space, it can be a pain searching through things, even if you have the Find It mod. So basically what we have done now is I spent a lot of time creating basically a standard and a more complete or an advanced set for each specific type. So what you want to do if you are new to mods, if you're new to assets, it's very easy, because all you have to do is go to any one of these and click subscribe to all. It'll all be installed on Steam, and then it'll just be there in the game, which you might have to go and turn on in game within the mods or the assets in game, which is very straightforward to do also. Now one of the main reasons why I decided to do this was because it occurred to me that if you're going to do a Skylines playthrough, if you're going to do a Skylines build, you may want, for example, a large amount of vehicles but not very much commercial. Or for example, you might want to have lots of choices when it comes to housing, but maybe you don't care about parks and plant life, and so you just want to have a more limited set. This way you should be able to build a custom composition of assets every time you do a playthrough now by going through and selecting these, and I'll keep these continually updated. So what we have going through, let's just go through the list here. So what you would do is when you're going to start creating an asset set for whatever playthrough you want to do, you're going to choose between these two at the bottom here. These are the ones that you're going to want to go to first, and when you come to this page, the link is down below of course. So if we were to go to my Skylines Essentials mod set, we're going here and it says this is a collection of simple mods that are important to get the most out of Skylines, some more complex than others. So what I've done here is I've created a very basic, this is kind of like a beginner's one. So look, don't freak out and say you didn't include this, you didn't include that, blah, blah. Look, it's a basic set. Okay, it's a basic set that I've chosen that I think personally is a good set for somebody that's just starting to get into learning to have mods in their game. So you've got stuff like the automatic bulldozing, emptying, got network extensions, rush hour, traffic manager, modern lighting, no pillars, precision engineering, find it, fine mode anarchy, move it, zoning, one-way street arrows, ambient sounds tuner, a couple of other achievement enabler, a couple of other elements there. Okay, so that's the basic set. So then if we were to go to the advanced collection, okay, and then you see we've got other stuff like decal hover, more beautification, there's various other bits and pieces. We've got like key anarchy, realistic population mod, okay, in there, surface painter. So there's not a great amount more. Prop line tool, okay, so it's just improved public transport, catenary replacer. What else have we got? Cloud fogs, unlock wonders, extra landscaping, no radioactive desert, etc, etc. So there's a various amount of other little bits and pieces in here. The citizen life cycle rebalance, of course, to go also with the realistic population model. So there's a few more in there, and that's the idea, is to just increase these slightly with each set. So for example, again, if you look at the standard housing, okay. So within standard housing, you can see we've got a good set of sort of American style, some trailers, US houses, mainly US houses, the eclectic construction. So still, and there's some basic sort of straightforward ones as well. Also, within every set, for example, some houses obviously require things like, look, you can see the antenna props and gravel. If there are any houses or whatever which require extra props, or like for example the garage here, driveway concrete, this is a wall-mounted US flag. All of those are included within each set, so you don't have to go through and find, does this house require extra things? They're all included in the collection. So you would just go subscribe to all, and it will subscribe to everything. It'll all work straight away. So then, for example, if we were to go up to wherever I can find it, it's the complete housing. Okay, so we go to complete housing, and basically it's the same as the other one, but we just have a lot of extra stuff in here. So there's more things. You can see there's some which require like some of these fallen leaves and grass clusters, and if I just scroll down through, you can straight away kind of get the feel that there's just a lot more in here. Okay, so there's sort of motels and some other different apartment buildings, different things like this. There's a load of different stuff in there, so it just gives you a slightly more extended pack. Same goes for vehicles, plants, high-rise, everything like this. Same goes for utilities. One thing I'll say with the utilities, I did include churches in utilities because some of the types I didn't want to create specific sets for just take extra time. We have like the solar parking, different recycling elements, different electricity elements. There's different props for certain builds there as well. Things like clarifiers, aeration basins, different garages, police headquarters, research centres, etc., etc. There's a lot of different stuff in here. Okay, there's tons and tons of options. You go down through, there's loads and loads and loads. This is all assets, and you can see yet again here there's some of these props which are required for certain assets, and I've included those so you don't have to go find them yourself. But then if we were to go down to the wherever it is, the standard utilities. Okay, and again, standard, you can just feel straight away that's a lot smaller set, a lot more of a straightforward set, but still essential things in there like the Cleakerton's healthcare, the graveyard, different hospitals, police dispatch, the water pumping stations, and so on. The clarifiers, which are always really, really important. So it's got all the basic things in there that you're going to need. So that's basically it, guys. The link for these is down below. You can go through and check them out. As I say, they're totally customizable. So if you are going to subscribe to one, then obviously subscribe to, for example, the standard vehicles or the complete vehicles. Don't bother subbing to both of them. You will find that in some sets, some of the elements will overlap because, for example, some utility items, some prop items, some decals, they are used in different collections, but it won't obviously subscribe to them twice. When you go to a commercial set, for example, we go down through and look, you can see I've got these all subbed already. So if I was to go subscribe to all, okay, that will subscribe to all for me, and it will just add in the ones that I don't have, so it doesn't matter if they overlap. Very, very easy. The idea with this whole set, this whole collection idea, the idea is for you to be able to go and change these out at will, change it up, make it better for yourselves, and try out different things. So I hope you enjoy this, guys. Just remember that whenever you're going to be building this set, make sure you subscribe to everything on one or two of the standard essentials. Okay, so you want to go with the Skylines Essentials or the Skylines Advanced. That's the first thing you want to do. Choose whether you want to have more mods. Remember, these are just mods. They're not assets. They're not buildings or cars. It's just mods, things which change up the game options. So choose for yourself which one you want to go for there. Do you want to go basic? Do you want to go a bit more advanced? Once you've done that, go through and just choose everything else as you want. Do you want to go full? You can choose all the complete stuff. Just be aware that there are a lot of assets in the complete set. You could be having anything like 1,000 assets if you go with the complete set, so make sure you temper it. The idea with this is that you can still get a good experience by using some of the standard stuff. There's still some really great models, really great options in there, but it just means that you can cut down a little on some of that and you don't have to have everything that you maybe don't need. Maybe you want to go on a build which is going to be very decorative, so you choose more decorative options, but you don't worry too much about some of those utilities or some of those other items. Maybe you want to go for a very technical build, so you're going to go for more industry. That's the kind of thing we're looking at here. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy. I hope this is very useful for you. Please tell me your thoughts down below. I'll see you next time for some more Skylines.